No, I think it's been good for us. I think going back the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've been playing better basketball. Getting the home win here against ULM was a good kind of transition for us. We had 2 weeks off for finals. Trying to get healthier. We're almost there. We're almost back 100%, but still looking to get a couple players back. But I felt like we kind of made that transition, getting that home win, big rival game, and then we actually played really well, at Ole Miss and at Texas Tech. Probably our best quarter, the first quarter against Ole Miss. We got a 9-point lead in the second quarter, and then battled in the second half too. A couple possession game all the way through the second half, and then Texas Tech. It was a struggle getting there. We stayed the night. Actually, we stayed the night in the airport on Saturday night before the game, and we went from Memphis to Dallas. Our flight from Dallas to Lubbock, we missed that connection, so we had to stay in the airport in Dallas all night, and then we got there on Sunday late. But I thought we came out, we were ready to play. We cut it to 7 in the second half. Just had a couple turnovers, a couple missed shots in that game. Otherwise, it's 1-2 possession game going into the fourth quarter too. So we're playing better basketball. I think we have some areas that we need to improve on still. Turnovers, we need to cut down on turnovers, and then our rebounding needs to be better, especially going into conference play. But I like where we're at. We're getting healthier. Hopefully, maybe we'll be healthy on Saturday, and just looking, especially this rival game. It's tough at their place. They're coming in. They're picked, I think, second in our conference. So they're coming in. They're a good team at home. But we're ready to see what we can do now going into conference play. I think more important is just the first game, and it's on the road. So if you can come out somehow, steal a game on the road, especially going into conference play, I think that says a lot about, where we're headed as far as a team. It's going to be tough, though. They're a good team, and they played really well against Arkansas earlier in the season, and so they've had games where they played really well, and then some games they haven't. So in a lot of ways, a lot like us, they've taken care of business at home, though, and so I think we need to come ready to play right from the beginning, and I think especially going into conference play and then having the 2 home games the next week, it's important to start off well. We didn't play very well either. We were not healthy last year at this game. We had a couple injuries during the game, and that didn't help us. But just reviewing the tape again, I didn't think that was one of our better games. And to be in the game in the fourth quarter, I think, if we can play better and play at the level that we can, I think we have a shot to, be successful. Well, their inside presence, they've got a couple post players that are pretty good. And so we've got to be able to be more aggressive in the post and not let them get, I think it was like 10 or 11 and ones they got last year in that game. And we just cannot allow that deep of a presence to power post to be able to put it in and get a foul. I think they shot 31 or 32 free throws. Can't happen. We got to be better keeping the ball in front. They're really good at the attack. We've got to be able to keep the ball in front. They hit 7 threes last year. We can't have that happen either. So it's got to be a combination of being a better inside presence, keeping the ball in front, and then contesting shooters and making them take tough shots. I think offensively, we talked about earlier, we have a lot of players that can score and just finding those right options for us. But we've also had some quarters where we haven't been able to make shots, so we've got to be able to do that in those pressure situations. We've got to be able to execute and finish. I like the pieces we have. We just kind of have to put it all together, and we have moments. I felt like the ULM game, we had some moments, especially in the third quarter. We played extremely well together. We extended our lead. Ole Miss, the first and part of the second quarter, probably the best I've seen our teams play in the last 2 years here, since I've been here. We had them on the ropes a little bit, and then they caught fire, and then we didn't. So it's one of those things where you keep playing like that, you're going to get better, you're going to get some momentum. So we just hope, especially going into conference play, we'll get that.